Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're here to watch a tranont opportunity call. I have not watched it, I'm blind reacting, but I thought it's been a while since I talked about tranont. It's been a while since we watched something from them, so we're gonna fix that today. Before we get into the video itself, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to support my channel, that's a nice free way to do that. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. I do appreciate you guys and thank you for being here. We're just gonna get right into it.
There was no better person in the world to hop on this with me tonight than you. One, because we were both just in Utah and got to experience the excitement and the knowledge of what is coming. But also because you have done this, right? You have built multi-million-dollar businesses in the process of launches, right? And when I say that, there's nothing that's been done like what we are about to do. But
she's built multi-million dollar businesses. What do you mean by that? Why do they say things like this and they just fly right through them? They don't really explain. Do you mean actual small businesses, or do you mean she's been on top in a few different MLMs, or what does that mean? She built multi-million dollar businesses.
There have been launches within businesses, right? And there are windows of opportunity where you have that chance to kind of get in the midst of that launch, and which you have done before. Yeah. and built these large businesses. And so I was like, this is the best person to come on and talk about this tonight, so that everybody else can kind of catch this vision of what we're about to do, because I am so stinking excited about this. Big. And I know you are too. It's big. Yeah. And I don't think I knew or even could understand how big it was until I was in that room, right? And there's only so much that we can actually say, right? You know, NDAs have been signed, and we're not going to ruin things for anybody else. But what I can convey, and then I want to kind of hear your point of view on this, is that one, when we say you won't guess what's coming, you won't, because your mind can't, right? Like, we can only guess things that we know, and there is nothing like this out there. Like, literally nothing like this out there. And there will be people who try to recreate or copy, but they won't be able to. And that's the reality of it. And so it's so big that you won't even be able to guess what it is. And not only is the impact of this product going to change millions and millions of lives when it comes to health, and people's well-being, but it's going to change so many lives when it comes to the business side of things, right? Yep. And so I want to hear your perspective on this from somebody who has done this in the past.
So we're here. We're going to be here for 26 minutes at least to talk about something. We're not allowed to say what it is though, but we're going to try to hype people up without telling them what it is.
And kind of your advice when this window of opportunity opens like it is now.
Yeah, and to that point of the window of opportunity, you guys, it's not that the opportunity, there won't be a great opportunity even 2 years from now, right? The window of opportunity, like, I was talking to another big leader who was looking at this because I told her just a few things, right? Well, one, there's credibility in what you and I have already done with this company as it is right now. Like you just mentioned, we were in Utah to get the information. You have to be a certain level leader. The top 2 level leaders are the only ones that were in that room. Okay. So that's who you're listening to right now. There's a field of people who have no idea what's coming, but we do, right? And so that window of opportunity that we're looking for is basically a runway, is what I told her. We have about a month and a half until this actually goes live to our field. And once that happens, already the distribution that we have there will organically go, it will get bigger, okay? And then once we already know, once the field finds out about this, you guys, then they're going to start telling people online. You still won't be able to get your hands on it unless you're an associate, unless you're at our launch party. That is something that we should tell you guys. If you want to get your hands on it in September, you must enroll and you must get to the launch party. And we have actually a couple packages that you can enroll with that make the ticket free. Yeah. So you get there, and it's in Vegas, and I don't usually have to twist people's arm to get to Vegas. Yeah. And when I say a launch party, we are going to celebrate this, because when I tell you, the word revolutionary has been thrown around, but this will revolutionize the entire health industry. And so I love that you know, people are guessing. because
If it was gonna revolutionize the health industry, it wouldn't be put out by an MLM. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be put out by an MLM company.
something that stood out to me in the room this last week was, is it like X, Y, and Z? This is after we already knew what it was. Like, is it like this? And our owners like, it's never been done before. No one has ever done this, which means it is not like anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is
Yep.
really exciting. And so it took it, like, it will take a little bit for it to go click. And you're like, oh my gosh, I've got my hands on something. And we've got exclusive rights in our space. Which,
So big.
like you said, people will try to copy it, but they can't because we have signed, dotted line, exclusive rights. So in my past company, and then even coming here, okay, so I've done it twice already. I have launched into a new company or a company and with a new product that no one had really in their hands, okay? And we took it to multi-million-dollar business, not just $1 million business. We didn't get there and go, okay, we're done. Multi-million-dollar business because of our wonderful friend, social media. So that's what's going to happen here. It's not a question of if, ands, or buts, or I hope so, without a shadow of a doubt. And I did a live this morning. I was just more inspired because we write our letters to ourselves at base camp and give them to the owners and they send them to us. And so I kind of was reminiscent on the fact that once I left that business behind, because that opportunity changed, period, end of story, was not the same. And the products had changed, things like that, right? And so the problem with that is that if you don't pivot, if you don't stay ahead, okay, if you don't stay ahead of innovation, then your opportunity goes flat, and sometimes in that case, it declined. Well, then in came tranont. And the reason why I looked at tranont, well, a few reasons, right? One of them, I had a product experience. It was with CBD. But I wasn't interested in a CBD business whatsoever. And when I looked closer after having such a great product experience, and I saw that it was a full line of products, I saw one thing that like really made me go, okay, I think I'm going to do this, is we had liquid collagen, specifically liquid collagen. And yes, there was another company that had it, but I was not willing to partner with that. That company was not a right fit for me. Okay. So that was absolutely off the table for me. And I even told one of my mentors, I said, I really would love another company to come out with liquid collagen because that's one product that it's fire. Like, we know that probably 5 years ago, people started waking up to the whole collagen thing and realized it wasn't just hair, skin, and nails, like your body needs it. And so when I saw that, I saw opportunity. And the second piece of it was I saw that it was a stable company. So when I looked at this company, you guys, it was 7 years old, 6.5, 7 years old. And no one had heard about it because they done everything inside of meeting rooms or inside of someone's, living room. And so what that meant was if you weren't in one of those meeting rooms or one of those living rooms, you had no clue about it. So that's when it was a huge blessing because we took this online and then the world.
Is that really a flex for the company, for tranont? I don't see it. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but
World shut down.
Yeah.
And we grew and we helped people who lost their jobs, right? Like, we help people lose their bank account. We help people grow their bank account. And so it was timing.
You help people who lost their jobs by recruiting them into an MLM where probably the majority of them never made any profit. They didn't have jobs. They lost their jobs. And you recruited them into a business model where the majority of people don't make profit. This pisses me off because I was unemployed during 2020 as well. And an Arbon Hunt tried to convince me that I should join Arbon and spend 240 something euro, I think it was, or dollars, on a starter kit. When I told her I was unemployed and I have a little bit of savings and I'm desperate trying to find a job because I didn't know that she was an MLM hun when I told her all that. She tried to convince me that I should use the little savings that I had in my bank account to join Arbon. Again, to join a business where I would never make any profit. I wouldn't, because I didn't have a large social media following. Arbon is an old company, it's oversaturated. I would not make money in it. So you didn't help anyone. You're scamming people, in my opinion.
It was timing of this. Okay. So not only did we have the product, but we had the timing. Now you could go Google liquid collagen and you're going to get pages of it on Amazon, on Google now, right? Companies followed.
Mm-hmm.
We were, I would say, second in line, and then companies followed. And so it was time to pivot. It was time to innovate. It was time to bring something ahead of the game. And that's what you're looking at right now. And I talked to someone last night and she said, "Oh, I thought you were going to a new company." And I said, "Same company, brand new opportunity."
Yep. Well, and just to kind of speak on when you said, like, when you came here, still people didn't know about it, right? And that was a big thing for me too. I remember when I first started reaching out to you and kind of talking about it, I was searching and I was asking people, and nobody had heard of it, which was a big deal for me because then it wasn't in my brain saturated, right? I got to be one of the first people to bring it to my area. But I've now been here for 2.5 years, and still I was having a conversation with who I went and got my hair done with today, who was a new person to me, and she's never heard of it, right? She was like, because when I told her liquid collagen, she goes, "Oh wait, what company is that?" I know what company she was thinking it was. And when I told her our name, that she was like, "Oh, I've never heard of that." And so it's still such a blessing that while we're such a big and stable company, we're still so small. And so to be able to do what we're about to do and still be so like new almost to so many people, I feel like it's all of those little boxes that you look for, and they're all checked. Like the stability in a company, you're not worried about it going anywhere or going belly up, right? Debt-free. Stability in a company already has an established associate and customer base with established products, still fairly new in the social media world, yet we're about to launch something that's going to change everything. And so I feel like it's got all the things in the package, right?
Yep. And I can back that because I'm talking to a few like people with massive influence in their communities.
They're talking a lot about liquid collagen. I wonder if they're gonna launch something else that's liquid, some kind of other supplement that is liquid. I don't know. What do you think it is?
And they've never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
They've never, and so, and all I, because again, we're under NDA. So all I have been able to tell them is this is something that's never been done in the health industry. This is something that we have exclusive rights for. This isn't just another, oh, we got it too product, right? It's no one else has it. And yes, there will be people who try, but they can't get it, which is really, really exciting. But like you said, stable. We are a debt-free company. We've been around for 10 years. 10 years.
Why?
Okay, this product will go viral. It will. And I'm already talking to some influencers.
Didn't we hear that before? This product will go viral.
In the spaces. And by the way, it's multiple communities of people that it will help.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one reason why it's really funny just to watch people guess. They're like, I think it has to do with this, or I think it has to do with that. And I'm like, well, it's literally multiple communities of in the health world of people that this will help. It will help men, it will help women, it will help people of all backgrounds, all races. Like it's for everyone, and people will either need it or they want it. Or
Yep.
Right? Usually if you need it, you do want it too. So probably both on that aspect.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like all ages too, which is a big deal.
All ages.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, ages for sure. Well, and that's the thing. So when you talk about the window of opportunity, let's talk about that. So windows of opportunity open and windows of opportunity close. Now, let's go back to the collagen example. When I first looked at this company, the collagen window was open. Now, it had been open more before I saw it because it was already launched, right? So the window was open, but we were probably about here. I had lost some of the leverage of it's coming, you could be the first. That was gone. That's not where we're at right now, right? So that was gone, but it was still one of two basically in our space. So the window of opportunity is really wide. Well, then as other companies get it, the window of opportunity doesn't shut necessarily. No, because I think you and I are proof.
Yeah, right.
What company have you made the most money ever in a single month in network marketing?
This one, Tranont.
Oh, hi, me too.
Yeah, by far.
Right? Yeah.
Like not like a little, but like by far.
Yes, by far. And we're not the only ones, which is
a little bit of income claims, right? But also, if they leave for a different company, if any of these two ladies leaves for a different MLM company in the future, I bet they're gonna say the same thing. The company that you're currently with is the company that you're gonna say you made the most money with, because why would you say it was a different company if you're in this company. Like, it doesn't make sense. People are not going to be attracted to joining this company. They're going to go join that company where you said you earned most money at. So of course they're going to say it's this company. I bet they said that for some of their old companies as well.
Which is awesome, right? There's literally a slew of us who have done that. And that is my personal mission, to help people do that. Out earn anything you've ever done in this industry. And if you want the chance to do it, I want you to know that you have to, right now, I'm fully aware that this is a trust thing.
Yeah.
You have to trust us, because we cannot tell you what it is. We will not tell you what it is, right? You have to trust us. I would get to the event, but you're at a crossroads right now by just even watching this. Okay, this is an exposure, right? You're being exposed to this right now, the opportunity of the window wide open. And it will stay open. And then once we have the runway, once we launch it to our people, it'll close a little bit. And then the older it gets, it'll close a little bit. And then I would say it will be a couple of years before people even get something allocated out. So the window of opportunity will be open. We're not saying it's closing, come October 15th. That's my birthday, so I'm just gonna throw that number out there. Closing, but the leverage opportunity right now that you have will be gone come September 22nd, when it goes, when the cat is out of the bag. Okay. And what you want, and here's why. Because what you want right now is to build a foundation of your own, just like Krista and I have been doing for the last, mine 3.5 years, 2.5 years. And so we've been building our foundation for that long. That's where we've reached the success levels that we have, okay? So right now, within our distribution of already established customers.
You both moved from different companies, so you both probably brought people or cross-recruited people from the other companies. You weren't starting from zero in Tranont, but also, is she trying to say that what they were building for 2.5 years and 3 years or 3.5, whatever, people are not gonna be able to build what you build in years in a few months just because there's a new big product coming, which they can't even talk about. They can't even say what it is.
And associates in our organization, like I said, on September 22nd, it will organically grow. Earlier you get in, okay? The earlier you get in, the more people you get us in front of, because we're the only ones that have even a little bit of the information, right? It's really hard for someone who wasn't in that room to go, oh, you're going to love this. Because you don't know. You don't know. We were in the room. So you don't have to be an expert at this. You don't have to be a business expert. You don't even have to, obviously.
I mean, just because you say that I'm gonna love this product, it doesn't mean that I'm actually gonna love this product. I have to know what the product is, first of all.
Be a product expert. All you have to do is say, hey, this is the information that I got. This is my friend Krista. This is my friend Bree. Listen to this. And we're going to help you build your distribution that way. Meanwhile, you still have your hands on the best-selling collagen out there. You still have your hands on digestive enzymes. You still have your hands on Mojo to go start building your customer and associate base now. So when we hit on the 22nd, yours organically grows too. That window closes once that date hits. So as we sit right now, time is ticking. And you guys, I wanted to say this one thing. I took notes from our leadership call yesterday, and I didn't even realize this, but our leaders were telling their stories on that, right? And we had 5 people who had created millions of dollars inside of this industry, who have earned millions of dollars inside of this industry. 5 people from 4 different companies, 4 different previous opportunities. And on that Zoom, every one of them spoke and said, hey, I've been in this position. I've been here. That is where I created. Sonara said, right place, dumb luck. She was there, found the opportunity, and she probably found it from, scrolling on social media, just like you guys are doing right now. She found the opportunity and earned over $8 million.
It's wild.
And we're all here now. So success leaves clues. In my opinion, you would be absolutely out of your mind not to get in.
Absolutely. And the worst thing that can happen is really nothing. You get in If you decide it's not for you, cool, it's not either. But like, why would you take a chance on missing that boat? And I told this the other day to somebody.
The worst thing that can happen is you can go into debt. Some people go into debt trying to build their MLM biz. Also, you spend a shit ton of money on products that you might not be able to actually afford. You are gonna work for free. You might stop hanging out with some people that you're close with in cases where they don't support you. There's a lot of bad things that can happen when you join an MLM, actually.
I feel like I was in 2 previous companies, and I feel like I was the one who came in right after that window had kind of closed, right? And I built what would be, you know, successful businesses to a lot of people, but I watched those who had gotten in that window of opportunity just have the skyrocket effect that I wasn't able to create. And I feel like it's always been like, dang it, it's just always right after. And I'm literally like waking up in the middle of the night, like my brain just going, because I'm like, I'm finally here. I am here and it is time, and I'm not missing this one. And there's so many people that are going to have the same opportunity that I didn't get in the past, you know, 2 companies that I was with that are going to be able to get it now. And it's just wild to me. Absolutely.
Get it now if they take action. That's the
Absolutely.
whole thing, guys.
Yeah.
You got to take action. You got to say, you know what, get me in, get me a position. We'll build up over the next month and a half, and then we'll rip this thing whenever it goes live. But here's what I want to talk to you guys really quickly about positioning, because this is how we build. We don't have a binary. We don't have a unilevel. We have a beautiful hybrid.
Yep.
So we build 3 wide, and then everything else goes down. So you only have to ever sponsor 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you sponsor your 3 people. We will help you. You don't have to be the expert. You put them in front of the expert. You're looking at the experts, okay? We're going to be that for you. We're going to actually do that work for you. So you put them in front of us. We're going to help you build with your 3 wide. Everybody who comes in after that goes in one of these lines, which means the people who come in with you sooner, they get better positioning, okay? They get to sit higher in our lines. Now, here's the thing. Let's say this is Krista's business here, and she's building out her 3 lines. And obviously, we've been building for 2.5 years here. You're good. Let's say you take this position right here. That's your position in her leg. Are people going? Did they already come in before you? Yes. Same company, new opportunity. So you get positioning.
How are you supposed to build on something that you don't know what it is yourself? You know nothing about it. How are you going to build people and get people to join you when no one knows what's going on except for these 2 ladies? I don't think that's such a great opportunity. I don't think people are going to be able to build too much based on that, like based on not knowing anything, not trying the products themselves.
This thing goes wild. By the way, it's already going wild because people do have that trust in us. When we say, I'm telling you, they say, okay, get me in, right? So it's already happening, but you get that position. Anyone who sees this after you, anyone who comes on board after you, today, tomorrow, September 22nd, October 15th, whatever it might be, they possibly could, you're building out your 3 lines, even though they don't enroll with you. I'm talking about the people Krista is going to recruit. Yeah. Okay, not you. You took this position, you're building yours like this, we're helping you with that, and this thing goes wild. Krista's gonna place, okay? And I have to say this because it's, you know, what do you say? Like disclaimers, like, is it guaranteed to get placement? No. Is it highly probable because you're signing with a builder and we have something that's exploding? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now, the amount of volume is not guaranteed or anything, but let's say even if 1 person got placed with you.
Except you don't know it's going to be big and viral. That's your own opinion. You think it's going to be big and viral, but it's not big and viral. No one knows what it is except for 5 people, apparently.
And this was a total industry rock star, okay? And they come in and they just blow up the entire thing and they produce, let's say, 10K in volume. Yeah. That 10K in volume that they produce is paying them, right? It also is going to you through your line. You get all of this volume up to you. You get to add it to your other 2 lines of business to rank advance and get paid on it, even though you didn't put that person there. Now, let's say this. You're sitting here watching this right now, and you're skeptical. I don't know. You hold off, you hold off, you hold off, you hold off. And Rockstar comes in before you and gets that position. Mm-hmm. And Rockstar is going off building, and you come in after the Rockstar, the opportunity for you has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Positioning is a thing, you guys. This compensation plan rewards decision makers.
Right.
Now, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
Oh, but I did it. It was me. I waited and I passed up a big opportunity that I literally have like regretted every day for 2.5 years. So when she says it's a possibility, it can happen and you will hate it.
Yeah. So I offered it to her a year before she came in. So basically she essentially had a spot to sit right here, right? That day, whatever it might have been. And she waited, but I'm also a person of timing. It was your timing, right? She waited and we put in
lots,
hundreds of thousands of volume, hundreds of thousands put in. And then she got her position. Let me speak to the opportunity. She's sitting in a position of one of the top 2 leadership positions in our entire company, still a year after that. Yeah. Imagine though, if it would have been here. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean, let me go throw up real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Big deal.
Chris, just be real. Like, do you regret that? Do you wish you would have said yes the first time you saw it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, that is what I tell people all the time. Like, just get in and figure it out. And that's the thing. We have figured it out even so much more since I got
best MLM advice ever. They always say this, not just them in Tranont, MLM people everywhere. Just do it. Just get in and do it. Figure it out later. That's not how you're supposed to start a business, but you're not a business owner anyway. In an MLM, you're an independent contractor.
Started, right? The systems and all the thing. We figured it out. Just don't wait. Like, if there's any inkling, because you will look back, because you'll eventually end up, if there's something tugging on your heart now, there's a reason. Mm-hmm. And you'll eventually end up here and you'll look back and go, shoot, like I could have, should have, would have, right? And just to kind of add to that, for those who haven't ever seen us talk about it, we are only volume, right? Like you don't need structure, right? So when we're talking about all these positions, you don't need this rank here and this rank here and this rank here. It's volume. So that volume is a true gift because it literally contributes to the only thing of course you need your own, volume and things like that in your three people. But other than that, like that volume is all we look at. You take the volume together and that's what you need.
Go to Sally on the last day of the month and say, Sally, I need you to hit your rank or else I don't get paid. That doesn't happen.
Nope.
It's to get to your rank. That's what it is. So, yeah, you guys, I just can't, it's one of those things where you're going to hear us over and over again. And some people will call it hype. Some people will call it, whatever they want to call it. But the reality is, and I saw someone say the other day,
I mean, the reality is that it absolutely is hype. You're trying to hype people up for something that they don't even know what it is, or a product that they don't even know what it is. Even if I wasn't anti-MLM, I feel like this wouldn't work on me because I want to know what the product is. I don't want to do it that way. It's way too risky. Who's to say I'm going to even like the product myself? So
if it was so good, you wouldn't have to hype it. And the reality is, I could just go with the distribution we've already built and watch it explode. Yeah. What you're looking at right now is a gift. We're offering you the opportunity to be a part of this because we know what's about to happen. And the other part to that too is if you have it in your heart, any desire whatsoever to help people in their health or in their wealth, there's a place for you here, right? If you have any desire in your life to live out the dream life, to create the freedom, if you wanted to create maybe the vacations, or maybe it's just paying for little Susie's ballet, whatever it is for you, this could be that one decision that literally changes the trajectory of your life. The reason I can say that is because I sat in front of an opportunity just like this 11 and a half years ago.
Yep.
11 and a half years ago. And my life since that day of saying yes literally has never been the same.
And that's why it's not hype, right? Because you've done it and we've seen it done time and time and time and time and time again. And so the proof is in the pudding, and like you said, success leaves clues. And so we have the clues. We know it's going to happen again, whether or not you're here, but we want you to be here and be a part of it too.
Yep. The last thing you want to do is sit there and go, oh my gosh, I saw that live. I saw that live and they said it. And this is what I was kind of saying earlier too about the letters.
This is gonna be all of us in the anti-MLM in September. I don't even know if this is September this year. Maybe it was September last year.
To myself. So when I came over and I left behind the first company that I had built, I made bold statements on Facebook Live. I said, this will be the biggest thing. I will create the biggest thing I ever have in my whole network marketing career. And check, I did it. I've out-earned anything that I've ever made in a single month, and I did it here at this company. I said I would set and break records time and time again with the company. We did it, okay? I said that I would help others out-earn anything they had ever earned in the industry. Check, we did it. I'm sitting here today telling.
When you say others, though, you said there's 5 people at the top. Did you help those 5 people or 4 people? I don't know if she included herself in those 5. You've helped others. So are you saying everyone that joins your downline has out-earned them? Are you saying you helped every single person in your downline? Is there a number? What do you mean when you say others? Please explain. Because just saying that like that, we know it's not true because the majority of people in tranont and in MLMs in general, they never make any profit. So her saying she's helped others financially so much is, I think personally, that she's lying. She might have a few people that are seeing some success. I mean, this person, obviously, the one at the top. I forgot their names. I'm really bad at their names. I'm not doing that on purpose. I just don't know their names. They didn't even say their names, did they? She makes it sound like everybody or most people in her downline are successful because she's so great and she helped everyone. But I'd love to see how many people are successful in your downline because I bet it's not a lot.
This will be one of the largest, most viral things that has ever happened in our industry. And if you're in before it goes live, you have the most space in that window, the biggest opportunity that there will ever be.
Absolutely. Well, the last thing I want to say before we hop off is there is a Zoom tomorrow. And so get in my inbox. Comments kind of get a lot on some of these, so I may not see a comment on here. So just message, right? Like get in our inbox, ask us what the information is. We'll get you the Zoom information. It's going to be just a little bit more intimate where you're going to get to hear a little bit more about this opportunity and what we have our hands on and make that decision, if it's right for you. And if you see this and you're like, okay, whatever it is, I don't care. I want to get a spot. Again, just get in our inbox, right? We'll get you all the information you need. We'll show you exactly how to do it. And then again, we've created this success path and we know exactly where to plug you in and how to help you get there too. So you don't have to know any of the things. We know the things. We'll show you how to do the things, right?
That's right. And I will just add this one little teaser on this. If you're thinking, well, why would I need to get on the Zoom? I just saw you give that information. This is phase 1 of about a 6 to 8 month path that is going to be laid out. So this is just phase 1. So everything that we're excited about is not just writing on a single product. Is that something that we are out of our minds about? Yes, but there's more. And so I'll give a little vision of what that's going to look like tomorrow night. So make sure you're on. I would get your position before that Zoom happens because after people see that, they will enroll. They will. So.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Well, thank you for being on here. I love getting to see you anytime that I can. So I appreciate you being on here with us. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
I mean, of course, they would love to see everyone join as soon as possible because they're still getting benefits, like financial benefits when they recruit new people. But I mean, the thing that annoys me the most is when they say that they've helped others earn so much money when in reality, the majority of their downline, people in their downlines are not making any profit. They're working for free. They're trying to make this business work for them. But it's just not because the business model is set up so that the majority of people have to fail and only the top 1% or less make all the money. Yeah, let me know down below what you thought about this. What you think the product is gonna be. I'm gonna wrap up when I'm here because I'm really hungry and it's really warm. I mean, I lived in Ireland for almost 8 years and this heat over here is just... I cannot. My blood pressure is like 4. Let me know down below your thoughts on this video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. You are a trooper. I appreciate you. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. That's a nice free way to support my channel if you would like. And big shout out to my channel members as always. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.